Hello again. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're doing number 7 in the Arban Duet series. And this one is called Adeste Fideles, which many of you know means come faithful. Come all ye faithful, which is a quite well-known Christmas carol. Even if you don't know that, you'll probably recognize the melody. Now, this is different because this does have words. And we're playing it without the words, of course, but the words tell you a lot. So what I'm going to ask you to do, and I've done this a lot, go to a hymn book or go online and see if you can find the words to this. And you'll find several verses and read the words. And when the words make sense to you, then the music is going to start to make more sense to you. And the core of the expression of the music will be available to you because you know what it means. You're not just playing notes. I hear so many people play and they're just playing notes. So I'm going to play the first part of this. Again, I'm trying to sneak it in before a student comes and bangs on the door. So here we go. This is Adeste Fideles by John Francis Wade. This is the first trumpet part. I have to stop, sorry. In this edition, Adeste Fideles, sorry, let me check my other edition. Yeah, this is the way it's marked in the Arban, in both editions of the Arban. It's an 8th note pickup to the last bar of the first line. And that's not the way it's usually sung. I'm not sure why it got transcribed that way. But the quarter note is in the second trumpet part. I think that makes it a little bit more musically interesting. So I'm going to leave it this way. I'm singing it to myself, so if I get... that's the way you would sing it. But this is a transcription, right? It's not the actual hymn. So in the second part, it's... second trumpet does play the quarter note. So, sorry for the interruption. Let's see if I can get all the way through it this time. Here we go. Okay, now I learned something. It's always a good idea to plan your breathing. And you can do it many, many different ways. You can have options, you can have possibilities. It doesn't have to be, you know, cast in concrete, as they say. But to have a plan is good. And the plan should be based on your experience. And I got stuck a little bit. Of course, I can play for a long time on one breath, but that's not usually the best way to do it. There are phrases that have to be accounted for, and we're going to talk about that in more detail as we get into some of the more complicated versions. But I was playing on the end of my air. I didn't really need to be doing that, and it's because I didn't decide where I was going to breathe. So that's something you might want to keep in mind. Sometimes I'll play for a long time on one breath, but even if I'm playing on one breath, I'm still going to phrase. And this is something that'll carry all the way through all the Arban duets. You have to be aware that those breath marks, those little commas, are excuse me, they are either breath marks or phrase marks or both. A phrase marking would be, okay, this is the end of a sentence, this is the beginning of a new sentence, and there's a little comma there to show you that that's the case. A breath mark is, this is a good place to breathe. Now, you may or may not agree with those markings, and a lot of times I feel like there are way too many of them. But this is something that each player has to experiment with and work it out for themselves, and it has a very strong effect on the music. So we're going to talk about this in the future. It'll come up quite a bit, where to breathe, how to plan the breathing. And that's actually a topic for a deeper look at how to actually train yourself to take quick breaths and breathe easily in time. Okay, let's see if I have any better luck with the with the second trumpet part. Okay, that was fun. That's a nice tune. We'll do some more later on. I hope you'll join me. Thanks for being here. See you later. Bye-bye.